Hello, I'm Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and today I have another love reading since we're sticking with that theme for this month. This time around I'm going to be checking into twin flame connections, and we're going to do a connection check-in. Now this could be someone that you've already met and you've gotten confirmation from your spirit guides about this connection being a twin flame, or this is something that you feel like this is the type of divine counterpart that you're going to encounter in this lifetime, because some of us would probably have either met the person already, or you could be in the journey in the beginning of it, but like getting signs, synchronicities that this is something that's happening for you in this lifetime as well. So just make sure that it resonates, okay? And if the whole twin flame thing does not resonate with you, then this is definitely not for you. This is kind of a thing where you've either completely it clicks right away for you, or it just doesn't. You won't, like, if it's not clicking right away, it's not meant for you, okay? And don't try to make it fit as well. So also, there is like a lot of different collectives of twins that come in separate waves. So we have 3 piles, but still it could be that your connection is not going to be here either, okay? I want to put that disclaimer out there, because I know that this is a challenging awakening to love in a very in a very intense way kind of connections. So I don't want anybody to get false hope or make things stick that is not really for them, okay? All right, so with that all being said, we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, you have Herkimer Diamond and the Spider. I also wanted to call it the Weaver, so that's interesting. Weaving like fabrics, the fabric of reality. Your pile is very interesting, very, very interesting. Very interesting energies. Pile number 2, you have the Dalmatian Jasper Little Heart and Hummingbird. And this to me says joy. That's what I get from it right off the bat. Also small but mighty. Very, very cutesy. Very cutesy. All right. And then pile number 3, you have the Opal. And I want to show you something really cool, because in this card, you also have the Elephant. In this card, you see that flame there? I want to show you something. When I put this to the flame, and I hope it's cut, you're seeing it on camera, it literally looks red. Do you see that? So when I was picking the crystals, I was like, this literally looks like the flame that the elephant is carrying. I mean, how synchronistic is that? The flame. Very connected to ancestors, this pile number 3, by the way. I can tell that I'm going to be channeling a lot during this reading, so that's really interesting. Alrighty, go ahead and pick your piles, and I'll see you in your readings. Also, there is music for each one of you guys. So maybe you want to pick by the music, maybe you want to pick by whatever calls your eye here, or it will be both, do your thing. All right, I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile 1. If you guys picked the Herkimer Diamond and the Spider, aka the Weaver, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to be checking in on your twin flame connection, and I have some channeled songs. I'm gonna put this over here because it's so dark over there. I have some channeled songs for you. They are in the description. And then I also have numbers. So for pile 1, your numbers are 5 and 6. So take that as it resonates. Obviously, it will be like, it could be many different ways of those two numbers showing up in your way, in your energy. Meaning it could be 56. Life path 5 or life path 6 could be significant. The 5th or the 6th house could be significant. 555, 666, 55, 6, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of combinations of that. And then I also think it's really interesting if you add 5 and 6 together, you also get 11, and 11 is a big number for twin flames. So something, you know, just a lot of information that I threw out there for you. But also, if 5 or 6 are significant numbers for you and your spirit guides to communicate when it comes to this, well, hello, this is your reading. Or maybe moving forward, you'll get a lot of confirmations in 5s and 6s, okay? I'm going to do this a little bit different. Except for the last card, which I'm gonna leave over here face down until I'm ready to see it, I'm going to display everything and then also pick some tarot to go along with it. So I'm just gonna start tapping into your energy before we look at all the cards, okay? So I can kind of get a sense of what's going on here. I'm trying to remember what your songs were. Okay, Incredible by Future, On Chill by Wale, and Dive by Ed Sheeran. Okay, very interesting, very interesting collection of songs there. Okay. Okay, those two jumped, so I'm keeping those, whatever that is. And I think I wanna get a 6, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. I'm just going with my intuition here. It feels very much like what is this? The energy that I'm feeling is jumping into something like without any training wheels. There's no like, and it would make sense. It would make sense why some of you could feel that way, especially if I just heard. If you're meeting this person, or if you've met this person later on in life, there's something about like free falling, fully trusting kind of energy. And I actually like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's see what's going on here. Pluto rebirth 27. Okay. Oh, look at that. Looking like a biblical angel, biblical depiction of an angel to me right now. You know what I'm also getting? There's this nightclub that has like a weird chandelier like that. I don't know why that literally is coming to my mind right now. And the song that is being played while this chandelier looks like a biblical angel, it's Satisfaction. I'm gonna try and find that that clip to link it for your pile. Hold on, I have to write it because I will forget about it. But not if I write it down. How am I even gonna Google that? Satisfaction, nightclub music, chandelier that looks like angel. I don't know. Oh my god, okay. Hold on, I'm writing this down. I'm sure I'm gonna find it. It's like a club in Vegas or something like that. It won't be hard to find. I just think it's very funny how specific that was. Like it drew me into that, me watching that video instantly. That is so funny. Pluto could be very significant for you guys. Pluto is in Aquarius. It finally left Capricorn the hell alone. I'm very, very happy for that because I have a lot of Capricorn placements. Maybe that applies to some of you, or you have Aquarius or Capricorn, or because it's, you know, it was transiting between those two signs for a while, and now it's just in Aquarius. Whew. Very scorpionic energy too. That's really interesting. It looks like a spaceship to me as well. It's so cool. To the sea. 27 and 7. Sevens could be significant for you guys as well. To the sea. Are you going somewhere? Oh, cute. The Fates. I'm gagged. This is the card in this deck, Wisdom of the Oracle, that I dedicate to twin flames or like high level soulmates. This is I'm floored. I love this. A 17. You see the sevens? We have 3 sevens now. In increments of 10. 7, 17, 27. If I get a 37, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm at 63. Okay. Winter dream gestation period. Huh. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put this over here. Many masks, the authentic self. Okay. This is why I wanted to see everything. Today I was called to, because I'm seeing a whole story now. Star Brother, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Interesting, this falling under the fates. This is all very synchronistic, these cards together like this. I feel like putting this up here. I want to get into your, I want to see what you got with your, oh my god, I can't speak now. Tarot cards. 9 of Wands. Okay. Actually, let me take this out of here so that I have space. 9 of Wands. The Chariot. Another 7. Ooh, 7s are significant. Queen of Swords. Okay. 8 of Cups. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. You're not ready for this. The Lovers. The fact that it's number 6, that never clicked for me. That's interesting. And number 5 in the major arcana is the Hierophant, by the way, since you guys have 5 as well. I know that these are like not in frame. That is gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me. But well, I'm gonna get through what I have here first, and then we'll bring the cards into frame as I need. Right off the bat, do we see this and we see this together here? Do we see that? Wow. Okay, one of you guys sees things in a very, even though it's spiritual, it's very logical. Do you see how this is like very structured? And then one of you is very much in touch with the wonders of things. And you do see, and you're very spiritual, but you do see spirit in a wondrous way. Even though you know that there is structure, science, the microcosms of things is significant here for both of you. I think you know each other because you recognize each other's mind or way of thinking. There's something about the way that each of you, the way that you see the world, it's alike, but it's through a different lens. Yeah, but you're one and the same as well. Very ancient, very, this connection, you guys have been a part of each other's lives for many, many, many lifetimes. Many lifetimes. However, this connection was in a deep freeze. It was in a stasis kind of, well, it was in a rebirth period actually, for also many, many, many lifetimes. Because now to the sea makes me think of, okay, you're exploring, you're going, into the depths, because the sea is water, so the water is the subconscious as well. Many masks, the authentic self. You've dive in. The fact that you're one of your songs is called Dive as well. It's so synchronistic. But you've what is the word? You've divin. Well, you've been diving deep. Okay, I don't know what the word is. You've been diving deep, trying to unmask maybe the layers of frost that had like accumulated for a long time. Pluto definitely helped you do this. I think Pluto moving into Aquarius is a significant transit for this connection as well. It feels like everything cracks open a little bit more, like easier. It's easier to like see. The fates and this card to me represents definitely your spirit guides. Your pile feels like a pile, or it feels like a collective that I've tapped into before, where this connection is protected by a very specific spirit guide, very specific entity. I don't have the word for it. I don't know what they're called, you know. Maybe you do, because obviously you would connect with them, but or maybe this is something that keeps coming up in your reality of like feeling like, yeah, this is like definitely guided and protected. Because yeah, we have here like a very, very significant character that's in the cosmos. It's part of the plan here. It's looking out for both of you. Like a big brother as well. That's interesting. Okay. The Chariot is also kind of cool. The Chariot takes me back to 2023, right? Is it 2023? Yes. It was the year of the Chariot. It was a 7-year. So maybe in 2023, there were significant things that happened here between you two, or significant individual things in your life. But little do you know, there's a mirror of that in their reality as well. Very yin yang kind of a. It's beautiful. The sea again is very significant, because this looks like a body of water. And it almost looks like this is not even on a road. They're like, I've never looked at this car that hard, where they're, honestly, they feel like they're in the cosmos or something like that. It doesn't feel earthly. This is really interesting. A Cancer placement that you have in your chart could be significant as well. Or this person has a very significant Cancer placement just like yours. I'm getting Chiron for one of you guys, because that's like the warrior wound. And if yours is in Cancer or theirs is in Cancer, think of like how family sets you up, sets a foundation up of what it means to be loved unconditionally. Whether, you know, it happened in actually, you know, happened that they loved you unconditionally, or they failed to do so. Either way, you've learned from that foundation of what that is supposed to look like or feel like. And I feel like a lot of you here, and don't take this if it doesn't resonate, but it feels like a lot of you have had to relearn what unconditional love is. And that's part of the activation. Just the sevens, yeah, that makes sense. It's part of the activation that you guys have had to endure. And I say endure because it feels like a trials and tribulations. It feels a bit like it cost you a bit here to get to this point of clarity when it comes to your heart and how you feel. Maybe even family matters, and and connections in general in your life. Yeah, this is what it costs you. You've had to walk away a lot of times. Now to the sea means totally something different to me. And when I say you, if it doesn't apply to you, could be this person, okay? But, and then again, you guys are so mirrored. It's like I'm talking about one person at the same time. But the walking away, the going further away from what was the norm, but you realize that it wasn't what it needed to be for you. You've learned better. You know what. There's something about finally knowing and understanding what true love is. And the fact that now we have the Three of Pentacles and they're weaving this together. This is a collaboration. This is what I mean. There's like a guide here. And these two people could be like you, right? You, your person. And then this is the spirit guide. Just, they're always by you. And the fact that even though in the lovers here we only have two people, usually there's a third, there's an angel here too. And that's what I mean. Like, okay, let me cover that up and see what, right? The lovers, they're represented here, but this is also part of the picture. They're there too, always by, always ready to help both of you. And this card is interesting because now I'm seeing them as the weaver. You see these, like the string, the red string of fate? They are the weaver. Wow, okay. That is interesting. You guys have a very unique path, very unique connection here. Wow. Yeah, you definitely have someone, not that, you know, other people don't, or other kind of connections don't have this either, but when I tell you this is very significant for you guys, I feel like you already know this. Like this, you know, like obviously it could be something you're getting confirmation about right now, or have been getting confirmation slowly but surely from your spirit guides, but you must know, you feel like, because your energy then goes back into this perspective kind of mind shift that you've done. And the perspective mind shift, maybe sometimes it could have made you a little cynical, a little cold, but I'm hearing you come from a place of being so soft and loving and like just you could never, you know, you could be for a little bit to gain perspective, especially after having to walk away from certain things. It is okay to come back to this energy, but you're right back to being a loving person, just a lover as well. That could also apply to you. You just feel like you can't help but love, and that's okay. That is okay. All right. I need to, you know what's really interesting? I'm looking for Pluto and for this. You know what's after Pluto? Chiron. Some of you, there's an interesting thing about Chiron here. I'm going to read what I have highlighted because apparently it's important, because I opened to this page as well. And also 72 is 27 backwards. Okay, let's go with this. But you can put what you learn from it to good use. Even if you never quite heal in this place of karmic tenderness, you have the wisdom to pass on once you metabolize? Oh my God, I can't say that word. Metabolize? Okay, anyways, I can't speak. The information. If an old pain is triggered, have compassion for yourself. You are more than your troubles. Oof. That's what I was picking up on the whole, you know, you've learned from your pain. Both of you have learned from your pain. The perspective is gained. So the gift that Chiron brings is allow the pain and troubles of the past to become the wisdom and compassion of the present moment. When I said you guys are lovers, that's what I meant. Like, you're compassionate. You get into, both of you are going through a period right now where there are big confirmations that are coming up with little triggers. Let me say that again. Big confirmations, okay, are coming in, but with little triggers that are showing you just how healed and how much of a good perspective you have when it comes to the things that have not worked out, whether it is between both of you as well or just in general. And like I said, it does feel like big confirmations because Pluto's here. This is not something easy. This is dark night of the soul, winter, gestation period. And again, you have the fate. You have the card in this deck that is a big presence of a spirit guide, a significant one, probably an ancestor. You guys have big energy, okay? You have the Lovers as well here. You have big energy behind you, around you, with you. So yeah, big things, big realizations are happening for you right now. But, and that might be why the spider is the card that identifies your connection. It's because it is a big thing of everything is connected and everything is making sense. And we're all circling towards this middle period of like middle point of like complete utter understanding, acceptance of everything. But if you zoom out, the spider is very tiny and the web is very thin. It's almost invisible sometimes. That's how you've grown and healed. That is, wow. There's something about the way you guys connect with one another that is trying to teach you to gain, or has been teaching you to gain perspective, but also appreciate the tiny things. And that is quite beautiful. All right, let's read about Pluto, because I was called to read about Pluto. I want to see the gift of it. So the challenge first. Pluto's, let me put that up there because apparently I can't read. So Pluto's shadow side can bring up obsession, depression, mortality, and grief. Pluto plays hardball, so get a guide for this realm if needed. Get a guide for this realm if needed. You know what? This is your spirit guides confirming that you have a very specific spirit guide that is dedicated to this connection. That's it. I'm not gonna say, hey, if you know if it applies. No, I'm saying it. If this is your pile, you have a guide. You have a guide to navigate this realm. And this realm meaning, in this case, meaning the realm of this twin flame connection. This path. You have a specific spirit guide that is here at your beck and call. They're here anyways. They're here anyways, okay? All right. Spiritual gift. Pluto asks you, in the face of life and death, why are you here? In the face of life and death, why are you here? I was gonna say, where are you? Anyways, this isn't a rhetorical question. Strip down the essentials and come back to what really matters to find the answer. Wow. All right, that is, All right, let's look at your card. Originality. I love this card. Okay. The frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of unlimited possibilities in every moment. Yeah. You guys are also creators. Yeah, that would make sense. you and your person are meant to do something very, very significant in this lifetime. And it's not in the spirit sense, or I mean, it could be spiritual, but it's 3D, because this is Pentacles and this is the only Pentacle card you have here. And yeah, it's going to be very, very significant. I'm seeing a traffic light all of a sudden. I don't know why I've never put that together, but that's interesting. Something about a picture of a traffic light, or a picture of a you know, like where the traffic light is, but then the street name is on the pole as well, like in the middle of the two traffic lights. That's what I'm seeing right now. A picture of that for some reason. Because it could be like someone's name is on a traffic light, or someone's name is on the street. It's the street that you're on, or you're about to cross or something, is that person's name or their initials. Yeah, that's interesting. That was so random. Like that, you guys are very visual people as well. You're very random. Very, you know what? It's really interesting, because that, you know what that tells me? Your energy feels like, oh my God, there's little things everywhere that like remind you of this connection, remind you of this person, remind you of, and you can't, you know what I'm getting? Like this feeling of, I can't escape this. Like that realization of, oh, I literally cannot just ignore this. It's kind of like that. Not that you didn't know that, or maybe this is your person, but it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, I really can't ignore it. And you know what? Yeah, that is right. Because I think it was ignored, put in the back burner, like I said, for a lot of lifetimes. And it was probably because of your soul development, like as individuals. And it was also part of the plan, honestly. You guys have a plan. There's a plan in place, okay? Your guide definitely has a plan. They're the guide with the plan, okay? And I think you need to trust the process. You've been doing that already, so just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing awesome. All right, Pal One, thank you so much for trusting me with this reading. I loved it. I loved how unique everything was. I think we covered a lot. I hope it resonated, give you some confirmations, or a little bit of, you know, it kind of like speaks to what you're what you're going through right now, and helped you out a little bit. And I hope to see you in other readings in the future. You guys have a good one. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Hi, Part 2. If you guys picked the Dalmatian Jasper, tiny little heart, this is going to be your reading. Also, obviously, the hummingbird with joy. I want to say joy whenever I look at this. So, I also have some channeled numbers for you guys, and also songs. I'm sure you saw them when you were picking your POW. They're down there somewhere, right? But your channeled numbers are 11 and 7. Oh, I just realized some of you could be here from POW 1, because POW 1 had so many 7s, and I was like, oh, 7 is your number. Actually, hold on a second. Let me write that down too. All right. Sorry, I'm like taking notes as I do the readings as well, because things come up that are so specific that I'm like, okay, I have to write that down so I can put it for you guys on there. All right, hummingbird. I want to read from the book for this one actually. So how we're doing this today is we are checking into doing a little bit of a check-in of your twin flame connection. I'm leaving it very open to see whatever spirit wants to talk about, whatever they want to give you confirmation about. The only card that I'm not gonna flip over right now is this one. I'm leaving this one for last. And then we're literally going to put all of these out there and also some tarot. And we're going to see a full picture and we're going to talk about it. So, but I want to start with hummingbird, respectfully. Let's do that. So that's air sign. We are in Aquarius season, so we are in the air element right now. All right. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. Aquarius energy. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. And to bring into balance, a class. I want to point out, this is very interesting. Please focus. 1-6. Okay, it's not focusing. Maybe it will now. 1-6-1. That's interesting to me. Like the way it's kind of like mirrored like that. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Just want to remind myself of the songs that you guys got as well. Oh, okay. How deep is your love? Sorry, I can't sing. I just saw that that's one of your songs and I'm like, oh, that's a vibe. Okay. That's a very hummingbirdy song. Very happy-go-lucky. Ooh, 12th house. For some reason, I feel like this card is so thick all of a sudden. That's interesting. Introspection. Ooh, look at all the chakras here. Okay. And you have a lot of colors around here too. All the colors are here. So it's almost like this is surrounding this energy here. It's like, this feels like a little bit of a vortex or like a portal opening up. It's really interesting. I like it. 12th house. Okay. 12th house is Pisces as well. So that's interesting. Pisces, Aquarius. I feel called to mentioning all the signs that are coming up. So that could be extra confirmation for some of you. Ooh, poised. Okay. Interesting. I like where this is going. Observer. Okay. 48 and 49 consecutive. I just realized 48, 49, 50. Look at that order. Interesting. I like that. That's synchronistic to me. I like that a lot. It's like step by step, and then you know the chakras being there aligned as well. It's interesting. Okay. Ooh, one of my favorite cards in this deck. Drink Thief. Refusing the call. Refusal of the call. Okay. Okay. Oh, no freaking way. I shuffle my decks and my cards, okay? 13 and 14 from the same deck. 48, 49 from the same deck as well. Drifter. Experiencing life as it comes. Very interesting. You know what? This tells me both of you are very interesting energies. And you guys are very different people as well. Which it feels not odd to say, but usually in the twin flame connections, it's like you're mirrors of each other. You're very much alike, even though it might present in different ways. But here, you guys are very different people. Like when I tell you, okay, one of you, it's like not a believer, like not at all, okay? Like things need to be in your face, undoubtedly true for you to trust it and believe it. And the other one is just waiting, like it's at the edge of the what is it, at the edge of the cliff, just waiting to jump into life. They're okay, like you're okay. Very interesting. The cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a living prayer. And both of you are called to do this. Wow, okay. And you know what? The hummingbird, their heart is always racing. Like it's always beating super hard, super fast, it's potent, it's strong. Your heart is so strong. It moves. Your heartbeats are prayers. This is very interesting. You guys are cool. You guys are a cool collective. All right, let me get some tarot for you so I can see what else is going on here. See, this is the energy of that person that just, oof. Even if they have, this could, even though they're not a non-believer or whatever you want to call it, it's just someone that it's probably very hard-headed when it comes to spirituality things, or they might deem it like woo-woo stuff, like, you know, they might be like religious but not necessarily spiritual. However, in the dream realm, when this person aligns with you, or you align with them, whether this is you or them, this feels like them and this feels like you, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not wrong because you're watching a tarot reading. So this stuff, the drifter, the at the edge of the cliff, full kind of moment behavior feels like your energy. You feel like the poised one. They feel like the observer. You know, they feel like the dream thief. You feel like the drifter and the one that's poised. They're quite literally jumping. All right, so. But this person, what I wanted to say about them is, even though they're quote-unquote non-believers, and that feels like something that they call themselves, because I don't think I use that word. You know, that feels like not my word, not my phrase to say or something like that. But even though they're non-believers, their dream world, their astral projections, their out-of-body experiences, they're actually like spiritual experiences that they've had in their life are insane. They're intense. Do you see how intense this creature is? They don't play around. Their guides are intense with them, and they still refuse it. It's really interesting. It's even on a oh, I was like, oh, it looks like a, like a crystal ball, but now this is looking like this to me. Oh, okay. So this is you. This is your energy. Ooh, you are gonna rock this person's world when you guys come together. And you know what? The alignment of both of you meeting each other, or if this has already happened when you guys met each other, everything that happened after for this person, probably for you as well, but for this person specifically, because they had an awakening, they had a jolting to their system, like right away, boom, 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 everything. The awakening was intense because it almost like, it's like every piece was almost where it needed to be, and then meeting you was like just at the final click. Like if you think of like a spinal adjustment is what I'm getting right now, especially because of this, but it's like every bone in their back cracked at the same time. It was jolting, it was satisfying, it was scary, it was felt. And the reason is because there was a very specific moment here where their guides had them put their kind of like their shields down. Maybe this happened in like a dream kind of thing. They saw you in a dream, But again, like the non-believer lens of things, right? They were just, it's just a dream, even though it felt like real. It was just a dream, you know. And then it happened in real life. You appeared in this clearing of energy. You either bring the light, or the light was there and you literally walked in front of them in their path here, and they saw you, they recognized you. They recognized you. And now they are observing you. What? It makes so much sense, yeah. And then you are over here just trying your best, to be quite honest with you, Patu. Your energy feels like of someone who, you know what, they're a fairy, they have wings. But you feel like you have a certain role to play as well. And because, you know, 3D life is hard. But you still do it so magically, so poised. This is your energy. You are beautiful. They can't help but look at this. Do you see how they're looking at it? Like they're also, the moon could be significant. And then in their total opposite, you are a drifter. You literally just trust where you're guided, go. And you expect, you know what? This is like literally the wall. It's a sea. It's the sea. But you follow the flow. You go with the flow. You spiritually and emotionally, energetically, you seem to be very open and a very free spirit. And you just trust, even though you might feel like you're not, trust me, you are. You just trust that you're just gonna drift along, and you know what? The sea will part for you. And it fucking does. It literally does. It just opens up. Things just open up. It's almost like, that's why I was saying that a portal opened up or something, and you went across it. I think this person from you can learn this. They will be learning how to make their life a moving prayer, because that's what you do. And the way that you are learning about this is by accepting the fact that you are a moving prayer. Your heart center, the things that you're manifesting from your heart space is strong. It has potential. It wants to come into your life. Like your heart and your belief is what literally parts the seas. It makes portals for you. It opens, it clears the way. You are gonna make this person a believer. I mean, you know, I feel like they already are. It's more of like, they're in that final stage of like denial, you know. I think you've met this person. And if you haven't, this is definitely what will transpire right after you do, but you probably have already, and they, or maybe recently. 5 of Pentacles, okay. 5 of Swords, more 5s, jeez. And the Devil. The Devil, nah, I'm not gonna say it like that. It's not bad. Just realized that I can move these a little, and then everybody can be in frame. Oh, that's so delicious. Okay. This is, to me, this feels like that doubt. And I think you experience the doubt with, in the sense of the material world. The maybe not having enough, or feeling like you are slowly building up to, like security in the 3D, but it might feel like part of that process is isolating, is having to heal. This person feels like, and if this is not you, this could be them, but this feels like you. It feels like healing a lot of ancestral wounds around lack and also confidence, because it's almost like for you, it comes hand in hand when it comes to the material world. And then for this person, the Devil to them is their mind space, because now the Five of Swords, it makes me think of the Five of Wands, which is the internal struggle for me as a reader. So the struggle of the passions, if you will, within. To me, this is what this is feeling like. There's a side of them that perceives this, and then there's the other side of them that, even though they perceive it, they see it, they're the observer, right? They do see it, they take in the information, but they deny themselves the pleasure of pursuing it for some reason. We can dig into that. We can dig into why that is. The denying themselves the pleasure of pursuing is really interesting. It's like a tongue twister. Denying themselves the pleasure of pursuing it, of pursuing you, Pile 2. Wow. Makes sense though. Happiest card in the deck. And I tell you why it makes sense. It leads me back to the hummingbird, the happiness, the joy thing that I was picking up on. This is gonna sound cliche and silly, but it's not. Bear with me. It could be scary to encounter someone who is happy, even though they could still be struggling and trying to live their 3D life and deal with the mundane as poised as you do. In this kind of energy, as happy-go-lucky as you do. And you might be like, I'm actually not this person at all. Trust me, you are. You are, because this is how you're being perceived by them. And they see you for who you are as well. You see all the colors. This is you, my friend. This is you, Pile 2. And that's probably part of your healing, your cosmic heart healing here, is allowing yourself to be to not just be perceived for who you truly are, but believe that this is how you show up in the world, because you do. I think you have a very nurturing, just like organically good heart, like genuine. You don't really have to try that hard at it. It just, the love outpours from you. Someone who, just like you, is wounded in the same way, that they don't believe. So you don't believe that you show up like this, right? Or maybe you try really hard, or you think you have to try really hard to be this way, even though you already are. And then the other end of that wound is being someone who believes that they don't deserve someone like you. Do you see how those two can come hand in hand? That's what this person is feeling. Oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. One more. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. This is you. They really said, you know what? Cut the cameras. We're going to talk about Pile 2 right now. Because, okay, it makes sense. Because this is this person. Oh, God. The way that you are very intimidating, my friend. Look at you. Look at you. You are a ray of sunshine, okay? I'm gonna have to say it. It's right here in front of my face. However, this is your poised thing. This is you being diplomatic and having very cool takes, perspective, a very interesting mind. And then this is you back into being passionate, guided, spiritual, emotionally alive, okay? You show emotion. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And you know what? Just like it's scary for this person to approach you because of how you are. Wait, I lost it because every time I tap into the way that they feel, like as far as like approaching you or whatever, I go blank a little bit, like, because they're working on it, okay? But what was that? It was taking me somewhere. My train of thought just literally left me. You intimidate them. That's what it is. It's just, that's what it is. But like, that's okay too. Because it's not intimidating as like in a bad way. It's more of like, it's intimidating in the way that it is inspiring, that it is, you know, attractive. Cool. I like that. Ooh, the Hierophant. Yeah, this is what I meant, like intimidating in the sense of inspiring, because I think you might be already like have your own, like your own way of like communicating with spirit, and this might be something that you unlock in this person. Yeah, the steps make me think now of this that I was saying, like, oh, the spinal alignment. Yeah, you probably align this person with their divinity. You literally put a mirror up to them, and they have to see their divinity. They cannot not see it, because they see, if they're able to recognize your divinity, is because they can recognize their own. They just have been refusing that call for a while, but now it's time. It's like you wipe the slate clean for this person. Your energy is very intense as well. You're very clearing. Yeah, you literally create like you clear up something here. Just like the divine, you trust the divine to clear the way for you. You also do that for other people. And you definitely do that for this person. If this person's a Capricorn, this would make sense to me. They're refusing the call. Makes sense. But also like the Piscean energy being here, starting your reading, by the way. It's undeniable that you guys are both very spiritual people. And you're meant to be masters in some kind of way in this lifetime as well. Because the Hierophant is the Pope, meaning the highest ranking in the Catholic Church. The person closest to God. You know, when we're talking about Catholicism. But here, what that tells me is that yeah, you guys are definitely very, very, very fucking spiritual, and you have a very, very, very spiritual path coming up here together as well. Yeah, you definitely do. Oh wow. Okay, I guess this deck is gonna be confirming twin flame connections to me with the Lovers, because it's at the bottom of the deck, and it was in Pile 1's reading as well, and so was this spirit guide here. So you might, very much like Pile 1, be one of those collective waves that has a very significant spirit guide that is invested in this, that is helping you guys along as well. It's like if you need help, ask for help, because you're here. This is also what this card has been telling me today. The support that you need, that if you need it, it's here for you. And the Lovers. God dang it. Yep, the Lovers. Can't deny it. I just wanted to see the top of the deck. The Two of Cups. Shut up. Stop it, Pal 2. All right. I want to see your final oracle. Ooh. The first chakra, the energy of the root chakra, supports our senses of safety and the physical world, and reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies. Ooh, that is a message for you specifically, because remember 3D came up right away when I saw this, and then you had the Five of Pentacles as well. Let's read this again. The energy of the root chakra. So maybe you're meant to like be grounding yourself often here, especially when this connection, when you meet this person, when this activations are happening for both of you, when you're dreaming about them, when you sense their energy, when you get confirmation about this, whenever this connection comes up in general, they want you to ground yourself. And the grounding probably has to do with you anchoring in whatever is trying to come in for both of you as well. So the energy of the root chakra supports our sense of safety in the physical world and reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies. enjoy our physical bodies as well. This is you know, a good energy here. You might want to look up the root chakra, but yeah, I like the fiery. You also have the sun. Interesting. I like this for you. I like this for you a lot. Thank you so much, Paul 2, for letting me read for you. I hope that this resonated. I hope it brought you some clarity, confirmation, information, anything that you needed from here. Thank you so much for trusting me. I also want to thank your spirit guides, and I want to thank your person as well. And I hope to see you in other readings in the future. You guys have a good one. I'm sorry for the loud noise if you're in the in-between. Hi, Pal 3. If you guys chose the elephant and also the opal, this is going to be your reading. And I was showing you guys, and I don't know if it picks up on camera, but I think it does, how the opal looks red when the light is hitting it. And it made me think of not only the elephant and their little adornment here, but also the flame that they're carrying. So that's very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put your crystal over here. Gonna leave this here. So today I'm going to be checking into your twin flame connection. I'm gonna be doing that with oracles that I pre-shuffled and got first. And then we're also gonna add tarot, but I'm gonna have all the cards out at the same time because I kind of want to see the whole story. The only card I'm leaving for last is this one, so I'm gonna put it to the side. And yeah, let's get into your reading, Pal 3. The 5th house. Oh, that's so beautiful. With passion. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry. I also have channeled songs for you. I'm sure you saw them when you were picking your pals. And I also have some channeled numbers. So for Pal 3, your numbers are 12, 3, and 5. Interesting that you got the 5th house. And I also like 12 because 12 adds to 3. 2 and 1 is 3, so that's interesting. And then your songs were Come Clean by Hailary, Duff. I thought that was cute. Something in the Orange. Interesting, the orange. And then A Shame by Summer Walker. Interesting. Okay. I just, this is so cute. This is so beautiful. I love this. This card is amazing. You probably are creatives. The little heart here makes me think of Valentine's Day that's coming up. Okay, let's keep going. If I could flip things, all right. Message in a bottle, yes. Okay, Valentine's Day could be significant here. A love message, a message in a bottle. How cute is that? Buy the book. More elephants. Pal 3. That is so synchronistic. And number 11, master teacher number. Okay, all right. Your pal's gonna be interesting. I'm ready for this. All the readings have been so unique. Okay, all right. Deep diver, into a task. Number 10. Isn't it 10, 11? Okay, 10, 11, 12. One of your numbers. Deep diver. Okay. If you do that, like if this is probably both of your energy, but if you dive deep into the subconscious, that is admirable. That's an admirable thing to do. All right. Oh, okay, you definitely do. Magician's sword. Confidence in your magic. This also talks about, this card talks about when it appears in your reality, when it appears in a reading for you, about taking action. This is a tool. This is something that you use when it's being offered to you. You don't second guess this. So this is telling me there's the story here, because this is also fire. Even though there's an elephant and it moves slow, and you're meant to be doing things by the book. You're meant to be doing things. You are doing things in a very specific order, by the way. There's also like the moments that spark a certain magic in your life. You're meant to run with that. You're meant to take heed of that. Like, you're not meant to sit idle waiting for things to finally click into place. It's almost like you're being given everything you need to do something here. And if this is not you, this is your person at this moment in time, there's something about them having everything that they need, and it's time to go. Oh, wow. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So you guys could be connecting in the astral right now, energetically, spiritually as well. Probably in dreams a lot. Very different energies here too. Because we have water, and then, yeah, we have water, and then we have the desert. We have water, and we have fire. There's also a heart around this sword, by the way. The heart is definitely significant here. Okay. Let's look into the 5th house first. 43. 5th house, passion. Oh, this is so cute. Let me put this up so that you can read it too. Oh my God, why is this not focusing today? Because I just read that first sentence. I was like, wait a minute. That sounds like a whole book, a love story. Okay, hold on. If your chart was a village map, okay. If your chart, so your birth chart, was a village map, the 5th house might be the outdoor cafe on a square where romance hovers, teenagers meet, and children run around the edges. Oh, that is so beautiful. That's a beautiful picture. Okay. Music was a poet speaks. Here people take risks. Oh, okay. That's this call to action. All right. The 5th house speaks of our capacity to love in the form of an affair, romance, self-expression, creative process, investments, and performance. The challenge: bring your inner adolescent out and play, but watch that it doesn't get stuck in the self-centered place, swept up in the thrill of creation and damned to consequences. Okay. And the gift: let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. Yes. Okay, that's what the Magician's sword is doubling down on as well. That is okay. I need to know more. Hold on. 5th house represents womanhood, feminine cycle, pregnancy, or hobby, creative discipline, or fun activities. Interesting. Excuse me. All right. Let's get some tarot, and then we'll develop this story a little bit more. 11 is also a very twin flamey number, by the way. Since you have it here with the elephants, with the family of elephants. And the phrase "an elephant never forgets" keeps coming to mind. Or there's something about your connection being postponed, or your initial meeting being postponed, or not the initial one, but the next time that you meet, it keeps being, I just heard pushed back. It keeps being pushed back and postponed. But then there's going to be a window of opportunity where you're being called to action. Probably the period where I just saw 111 on my timer. The period of time that was being reserved here for you guys probably to dive deep, and there was something you needed to learn from yourself first, or from your own perspective, because before you could come together here, probably the message in the bottle, it's interesting that it came out first. So it's like the message in the bottle to me now looks like it was something that was floating on the surface of your subconscious there, right? And then because you needed to do things the right way, you're put in this space where the element completely shifts. However, you're being called to dive deep. Don't just take things at what is a face glance, like what you're seeing on the surface is what that feels like. There's something deeper there, and you did that. But now you get to the point where you've done that enough, and now there's a moment of action here. Okay, this could be what you were doing, what you were diving deep. That 5 of Cups moment, that makes sense. And this could be both of you as well. With that King of Wands. Oh, that fire again. Okay. Also, this rune here is the rune of flame. It's Kanas. It's a torch, a flame, quite literally. So twin flame, you know, is that on the nose? It is. Very synchronistic for you. Okay. The moment of figuring out what didn't work, what you should let go of, there's no need to like linger on, is this. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of figuring things out, letting things that you need to digest make you uncomfortable, and then getting comfortable with just sorting through emotions and past hurt to get the lesson from it. And you've done this, both of you have done this passionately, first of all, but also you carry your own light. Oh God, you guys are such beautiful souls. You carry your own light, because now this is making me think of the Hermit. Like, they have their own lantern in front of them, and they're their own guide almost through this darkness. And I'm hearing now you've done this with pure magic. You are an alchemist, you are a magician, you are a high priestess, because it's like, and now I'm seeing the deep dive. It's without a tank, like your lungs alone, you fully trusted yourself here, and that is being rewarded. You fully trusted your capabilities. Oh, the Empress. You guys are fucking kidding me. The top of the deck, bottom of the deck. This is what I mean. Okay. All right. I need you to understand this, okay? You guys are sandwiching the deck right now. The Emperor and the Empress, right? In the beginning or the end. In the beginning or the end of the deck. However you want to look at it. All that is in between both of you needs to be digested. It needs to be worked through. This is a story. This is all that needs to happen. Not just to you as individuals, but in the connection itself. This all needs to, like, all of this is a lot. This is a lot of things, okay? And it's done in a very specific way for very specific reasons is what I'm hearing now. You guys are really doubling down on that by the book card. But it's what I want to say, Pile 3, is that you want this. This is what you want. That you don't want to take any steps unless they are the steps that are needed. And you also have to trust that every step that you've taken, and this is probably what you were working on, was also needed. Every heartbreak was needed. Every disappointment was needed. Just like every happiness and everything that worked out in your favor was needed as well. There's a turning point, though. There's a turning point of softening to love, of like trusting that you don't have to work hard at it anymore. Oh yeah, this just security. It's nice. It's something that you could just bask in. It's not something that you need to grapple to keep. Wow. That would make sense. That's very Empress energy as well. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. At this moment, your connection feels like it's being planted. Or it depends on your timeline, okay? But for a lot of you, it feels like it's being planted and cared for at this moment, okay? Because the certain amount of growth and work has been done here by both of you already. For others of you, you're seeing the fruits of your labor already. And like along the path, you know, every turning point that you have is, in a way, the fruit of your labor. But when it comes to your connection with this person, for some of you, you could be unearthing already, reaping what you've sown here. You know what? Death was at the bottom of the deck and I didn't take it, but here it is. It wants to be out. I should have taken it. Death and rebirth. This could be a lot of the cycle that you guys have been clearing out with this diving deep and diving into the task. And then you know what the task at hand was? It was about, I just heard really so clearly, learning how to fall in love again in a very healthy way, though. A very healthy way. Because now the sword makes me think, okay, the sword is interesting because I put the Emperor on top of it. The sword is about learning to speak from the heart, but authentically and genuinely. And you can be honest, but you could be caring and kind with your words, and therefore influential in the best of ways. And you know what's interesting? That you're not alone, physical connection thing, I put the Empress on top of that. And for you, I always feel like it's the Divine Feminine watching me, but that doesn't have to be the case, okay? But for the Divine Feminine, it feels like they are doubling down, trusting again the divine. I'm filming this before full moon on February 12th. There's a full moon here. So the full moon could be significant. Obviously, like I said, Friday, Valentine's Day, February 14th could be significant for you as well. Friday is Venus Day, by the way, and this is the house of Venus. So that's also significant. And Venus is the planet of love and abundance, okay? And I feel like you're about to have an abundance of love here, or that's also what you deserve. You've been working towards this. You've had a lot of cycles of this, okay? A lot of this. The rebirth and the, I was gonna say regeneration, but that's interesting. The complete, like 100% renewal of an alchemization of the things that you've been living and unearthing within you, and like having to learn very tough lessons. And it feels, for you, it feels like, when I'm emotional, I feel like crying, because now it's like, or maybe it's both of you, because it's very intense, my need to cry all of a sudden. In the grand scheme of things, when we zoom out a little bit, yeah, this elephant is not alone. They have ancestors, they have guides with them, helping them along the way. But in the forefront of it, Pile 3, I'm sorry, I want to literally cry. Nothing wrong with that, but like, I'm having a reaction to your story, and that is beautiful, and I commend you for it, because it is intense. Wow. Okay. When at the forefront of it, it's you alone, being your own guiding light. Okay, you're being your own cheerleader, you're being your own support system. There's something about, you're like a pioneer in your own right of something here. And it might not be in the physical world per se. Obviously there's something physical about it that you've had to do, but what I'm saying is, like, maybe it won't be recognized in the physical world, but it probably is recognized. I mean, I'm recognizing it right now, energetically and spiritually. So yeah, it is recognized spiritually. And I can't help but notice that one other tusk is broken. You've been through something here. You've been through a lot, actually. You and your person have been through a lot. Maybe some of you together, but it feels like your individual thing, your individual path has not been an easy one, which is probably why here you are encountering each other in each other's lives, and you're meant to be together because you're meant to ease this, heal this, or more, it's more of like not even healing it. This is strong, this is healed already, this is wisdom, this is, you're good. It's more of, you deserve companionship, you deserve community, you deserve genuine, simple, unconditional love. And part of the path has been accepting the fact that you deserve that as well, that you are deserving of it. Not just you, because you know you could have wanted it for a while, but there's also that the wound part of that is the learning that you are also you know worthy of it. It's interesting, this card has wanted to be in every reading today. Oh, Three of Pentacles. Okay, I don't want to keep the Three of Pentacles though. All right, I want one more. I don't think I want to keep her out here either. I wasn't ready. I wasn't really asking anything yet. I was just pulling cards from the deck. All right, let's. It doesn't feel like it's in this reading, anyways. All right. I don't know. Maybe I don't want any more cards. Maybe I do want another card. Oh my God. Can I make up my mind? I think I can. Hold on. Yes, no, yes. Page of Cups. When pigs fly is what this card has always been for me. You see this energetically, spiritually. There's coming together a little hard, there's a little nucleus there. There's a little fire happening. Interesting. This is the beginning of very beautiful thing, actually. I like this. Because if we're talking about, and this spoke about it too, adolescent, your adolescent self, it can come out to play now. Just make sure you know, remember there's consequences, right? Or the cafe where teenagers meet, you know, this is very teenagerly kind of energy. It's newness, it's sparky, it's glittery, it's what is it, giggly. It's what you deserve. About three. Both of you are very serious individuals, and for a reason. You've gone, you know, the Emperor and the Empress are not just divine counterparts, but they are divine counterparts because they've had to you know, like I showed you the whole deck, right? You have to go through all of this, and you literally do, because you have to accumulate every court card. Every king and every queen becomes the Empress and then becomes the Emperor. And you do that by the trials and the things and the ups and downs that is depicted in the tarot. So when I said that you guys were sandwiching the deck and therefore sandwiching like your whole life, your story, I meant that. I really did. Like I said, you guys have been through some shit here. But look at you. In a place of power, in a place of ease, in a place of understanding, alignment, freedom, passion. It's nice. It's yummy energy. Both of you have very deliciously attractive energy here. And this is also what this feels like. It feels new, it feels good, it feels bubbly and sparkly, okay? All right, let's look at your oracle here. Oh my goodness. Intuition. You know what? 27 was a significant number for POW1. If some of you are called to POW1, you might want to go see it, but you don't have to. This looks like a biblical angel to me. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of like, that's interesting that my life is shifting. Do you see that? So like, it's just the camera playing with our minds here, but I find that very interesting all of a sudden. Okay. The energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond the three-dimensional reality. Yeah, you guys are definitely intuitives, and definitely, like I said, in the spirit realm, you're recognized. You are probably a master at something here, because that's a master teacher number, and the elephants are the elephants. So ancient wisdom, like loving, caring creatures. Your mind is probably very beautiful. Ooh. Excuse me. All right, that's confirmation. Clear cognizance. You just know things sometimes as well. Tap into this. Tap into more of this. Keep doing this. Intuition is significant for you, both of you. I like how this kind of looks like the colors in this card as well. That's really interesting. It also looks like the colors in here. It's almost like we zoom in and that's really what we're looking at, and it's looking back at us. It's so interesting. It's kind of creepy. I don't know. Do I want to look something up? Oh, I want to look up the elephant. Of course. Why wouldn't I do that? All right. Unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. When in balance, one point of focus, generous and loving. When out of balance, misunderstands fate. That's why you guys were bringing this energy into balance, because you need to understand fate, and your intuition helps you with that. And to bring into balance, you simply got to trust. Oh, intuition. You got to trust. Okay. The elephant is also known as the creature, sorry, it's also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. Okay, that ties everything in for me. Do you see it? I hope it clicked for you. That's a different for me. The diving deep, the getting to know yourself. You're guiding yourself with self-knowledge. That is your wisdom. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it right there. Literally, that phrase just clicked it into place for me. And because one of the hardest things that you could do, okay, is dive deep and get to know yourself and really unmask everything and bring everything up and not just deal with what's on the surface, but deal with everything else as much as you can. And you've done it plenty of times. You will keep doing it. This is just what life is, honestly. But guess what? You've reached a point where things are aligning for both of you to now be in each other's lives. I think your journeys have led you to each other now. There's a meeting of some sorts happening, okay? There has to be. Because this whole, the card was painting a picture of, not quite literally a picture, but painting the picture of an encounter, like seeing yourself at a cafe in public or something, right? So take that as it resonates. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for sharing your energy with me, for letting me read for you. I want to thank your person as well. I want to thank your spirit guides. I hope to see you in other readings, and you guys have a good one.